Bonjour, guten Tag, ni hao, hola, hello. Welcome back to Helen's Homework Podcast. This week we'll be talking about justice. This week in homework we learned about justice. What is justice? Justice is a virtue that applies to our actions towards others. I like to define justice as giving each person their right due. Is right the object of justice? Other virtues apply to our own perfecting of the passions. However, justice is about perfecting our acting towards others. To do this, we must find what is right or just, and how to act towards other people. The main point of justice, then, is to find the right. Therefore, right is the object of justice. Can justice be defined as the perpetual and constant will to render each one his right? Justice is about finding the right in a situation involving another, so we're good on that point. Justice takes place in the will, which is part of our soul, and so that's all good. Perpetual and constant, yes, the right won't ever really change unless the circumstances change. So yes, justice can be defined as being the perpetual and constant will to render to each one what is right. Also, justice won't ever not be about what is right, so perpetual and constant also applies to that. Is justice about the passions? No. Justice is not about the passions because justice has to do with our wills, whereas the passions have to do with our appetite, which is two totally separate things in one soul. Justice is how we act towards others, too. So when we have passions, that's how we feel, and not how we act towards other people. How we act towards other people, we have to think about it. Passions are feelings. I really don't see the correlation here, so no. Justice is not about the passions. Is it okay to kill yourself? This is easy. No. Don't understand why St. Thomas has to explain this, but he does. So, killing yourself is not good, and I'll give you three reasons why it's not. First, because it's against our nature to kill ourselves. What does this mean? God created each animal, their nature is to live until he calls them back to him. So, it's not, part of our nature to go off and kill ourselves. We have tendencies to love and honor ourselves because we're temples of God. So that also, I guess, goes against charity. Secondly, because it harms our community. This kind of ties in with justice, right? Because there's distributive justice, which is about the whole community, right? And when we kill ourselves, we miss opportunities to help our community. Somebody doesn't show up at their job, which means less food, I guess, in your community, or less, taxes done. I don't know what your job is, but you're important to our community. So I guess when you kill yourself, I guess also harms justice, because everybody has a due, I guess, to help each other, I suppose. And thirdly, because you're rejecting God's gift of life when you decide to cut yourself, off from the world to die. He gives you the beautiful gift of life, and it's only his, really, to choose when you are called back to him. So that's 3 reasons why it's really bad to kill yourself. Please don't kill yourself. Yay, the 2 species of justice. St. Thomas teaches that there's 2 species of justice, commutative and distributive. Commutative is when you're personal, one-on-one with somebody, being just. For instance, when there's only one popsicle left, and you're like, should I act nicely towards my brother and give him his just due of splitting the popsicle with him? Yeah, that's commutative justice. Distributive is about, a whole in the community. For instance, when we lock up felons, it's distributive justice, because you're doing the whole community justice by making sure this person doesn't affect us all, go out and kill all the kids or something, I don't know what the felons on there for, but it's doing justice to the whole entire community, so that would be called distributive. So there are 2 different types of justices, commutative and distributive. Yay! Is justice foremost among all moral virtues? Justice pertains to our will and not our appetite, which are parts of our soul, of course. Your appetite is kind of lower on the food chain of your will, I suppose, because, animals, they have appetites too. And since justice doesn't apply to our appetite. It applies to our will, which is something higher up that humans have, you know. I guess it's more important in that aspect. And it's also more important because justice has to do with more than one person. It's for an overall good instead of your own good, which I think is also more admirable. So, yes, justice is the greatest among all moral virtues. Bum bum bum. See you guys later. Bye.